Hello, I'm Dad.
Hi, I'm Audrey.
And hold on.
Hi.
This is Emily, in case you don't know. How are we doing today?
Good.
Good. Welcome to Good Questions for Dad. This is the show where we sit down and kind of spend our 12 to 15 minutes of quality time.
But that other one, that dark one, when everybody was crazy, that was not a talking intro.
Yes, I guess so. I don't know what we're ad-libbing here. I think you're talking about the birthday party one?
Yeah.
Yeah, check that video out. The birthday party mayhem. It's a load of fun. So anyways, our show really is about spending quality time, showing kids how to interact with their parents and how parents should, maybe interact with their kids 12 to 15 minutes per day. Today's show, though, we have I guess the question is,
What rules did not be followed at the concert?
what rules were not followed at the concert? Last night, Emily had a recital, a concert, in which there was a 5th grade band, there was the 5th and 6th grade chorus in between, and then we had the 6th grade band, which is Emily plays the clarinet.
That's like the smallest thing I've ever done.
And yesterday we did a good job because we actually sat down and practiced proper etiquette during one of these shindigs.
Shindigs.
We got sideburns like Elvis.
She looked like a
Elvis is in the building. So just proof positive. Here it is. Okay. Now, yesterday I made a prediction that every single rule was going to be posted in the program. And that every single rule was going to be broken at some point.
And it's on the back.
And yes, here's, okay.
I'll read them.
And if you know anything about New York,
I read this morning.
then you know that the most important 2 pages of any periodical, as in the New York Post, the Daily News, if you're from New York, you know that the front of the newspaper is just as important as the back, and vice versa, or the back is just as important as the front. If you made the front page, yeah, it's okay. But if you made the back page of the New York Post, everybody knows about it because everybody reads the back. But apparently, when they go to these concerts, they don't read the back. Go through them. I think there's 8. Some of these rules might be a little...
Number 1, refrain from talking.
Refrain from talking.
This is the first and greatest rule. Some whispering between songs is usually acceptable.
Some whispering between songs is usually acceptable.
Number 2, turn off.
Now, wait. We're going to go one by one. Okay? Because I just want to set up, in case you didn't know, Em, there was a guy sitting in front of us, a parent. Now, and he had a kid. He had a boy.
He went to the bathroom on his own.
The boy must have been
Throw this out for a second.
5th grade. Maybe 6, maybe 4, somewhere in there.
What do they look like?
Well, the kid actually had glasses. But you know the Christmas Story with "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid"? Well, he didn't have the "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid" glasses. He had the glasses from the kid. There's a scene where he's waiting to see Santa Claus, and he meets somebody in line, and the kid goes,
I
like Santa Claus.
I know that kid. You should hear him in the hallways.
Do you know the kid I'm talking about? Okay, well, let's not name names.
I don't even know.
Now that I've described him enough. Now, the kid I didn't have nearly as much of a problem with, although he did boo at one point.
When? At the chorus?
In the 5th grade. No, the band. Very early on. His grandma was there. And she was constantly talking.
She was like mean.
Somebody had to be kind of mean to that.
Well,
that
he
kid. But
gets
the father or the adult, the other adult that could have been an uncle, but may have been the father, was probably a father there. He was kind of encouraging, and he was telling the kid, telling him to give his sister, who was in chorus, I think, a wet willy. while she was like walking by to go upstage. So, number one, this guy has, he's got I'm going to call him beer belly dad, because he has got like a serious beer belly. Now, he's not older than me, that's for sure. He's got to be 30s, early 30s, 35, mid-30s, I guess. It's 35. That'd be technically mid-30s would be 35.
He went to the bathroom on his
So,
own.
okay, I did hear quite a bit of talking by not just these people either, and right in front of me, but also a constant adults talking, which is bizarre. Because what's rule number 2? Get to rule number 2. We hear a lot of talking. What's rule number 2?
Turn off or mute all cell phones. A ringing cell phone is very distracting. Texting and illuminating electronic devices is also annoying to those around you.
So two
I
things.
did hear a ding. I was like,
There was that. Somebody did not turn off their cell phone, which that's an obvious one. Anybody worth, I bet a million to one that that's
Her
going to
grandma?
happen.
That guy's grandma.
Then there are people on their phone.
I did see like
Texting.
Mm,
So there's talking going
The lady
on,
was.
and silent talking, which is like bright and like click, 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 click.
click, 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 click.
So I witnessed, so far, 2 for 2, rules broken.
And I saw a flash, and there was no flashes allowed.
Yeah, we'll get to the flat, that's probably next. What's rule number
do
3?
not wave or call out your child's name during the concert. Mama.
I did not, I refrained from doing that. I wanted to shoot out,
they-
hey, Em, love you.
They already know you were there. You most likely brought them to the concert. A big hug after the concert is much more appreciated than an embarrassing wave or yell.
I don't think I gave you a big old hug after the concert, though.
You're just like,
Love you. There.
no, you were just like, great job, honey.
Mhm. And see, and I didn't even wave to you though, but I did do. Right? Did you see
You're
me
just
doing
like,
this?
hey, mother.
You could see me. Yeah, yeah.
Hi. I was like,
Wait,
People
hold on.
definitely-
I need to stop the video for a second. Okay. If Jordan is watching this,
Name drop. So,
don't say
do not wave. And the thing is about all this, they stop the before they even start the concert, they let everybody bum rush the stage, one big bum rush, and everybody can take their pictures, right? Click, 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 to go along with the thousands of other selfies that they have going on in their handheld
YouTube
devices.
video now.
And let me say, none of these, I didn't even have my phone with me. I didn't even have my
You don't even
camera.
have it
I was
on
probably the
phone
worst
anymore.
parent there. I was not documenting this. This was all, I'm going off of, I'm going to have to hopefully remember this when I'm 80.
not when you're 80, because you
Or
forget
90.
a lot of things still.
No, there are certain moments that I probably will
If
remember
it's really
forever.
Shake.
When I got
shake,
teary-eyed
shake,
because I knew
shake,
when it was just the
shake,
Claire,
shake,
when it was just the, okay. Thank you. Anyways, what I was saying was I did get teary-eyed when it was just you playing just the clarinet section of the
Yeah.
2 or 3 pieces.
You're the only one. Remember there was one one instrument going on.
Yes.
And, they had to start over.
Oh, at the very beginning of the flute one. But that's okay, that happens too. And they got it.
But no, there was 2 other flutes and they didn't show up.
She had to go on all by herself. Yeah.
I felt bad for her.
Hey, you guys nailed it. I had no problem whatsoever with any of the music that was going on. I had more of a problem with some of what some of the parents and how much more important their child seems to be than everybody else that must be in that auditorium. Everybody loves their kids. Sure, you're the best kids in the world to me, or whatever, right? I mean, what? But there are also other children out there too, and parents that have the same. You know, in order to have a band, you have to have more than one person going.
Got shake.
In order to have a chorus, technically, that's not. It's 2 or more people. Or 3.
Okay, number 4.
Audrey already talked about this one.
Please avoid flash photography. Not only are flashes disturbing, but it's hard to see the conductor when the performers are seeing spots.
Did you hear what she just said?
Mm-hmm.
What did she just say?
That there was not allowed to be no flashing.
And what happened?
There was.
Yeah. Some bozos. Now listen, and I don't even mean to be like so annoyed by all of this. But if you take a flash photography from the back of an auditorium where it's like super dark, it's all dark.
They will see them.
All you're gonna get is a big white shot of the people's heads right in front of you. That flash is not going to last all the way up and onto the stage. I hope they learned the lesson there, where they got a full shot of somebody's bald spot. So that went on, and people kept trying it. I mean, they kept trying it like they've never taken pictures in the dark or understand the basic theorems of light.
I'm checking the ones that the people did, and I've seen it.
So far, 4 for 4. I've seen every rule broken more than once. I would say I would give exceptions to the rule, but these all happened multiple times throughout the show. Number 5.
Avoid blocking other people's views while recording a video. Holding up a tablet, computer, or camera is most likely blocking the person's view behind you. I saw that when I was sitting down before I was playing. They're
bringing the things all the way up as high as they can. Number 1, get a tripod and move to the back and get a good camera to zoom in if you really need to do that. Number 2, I don't need to be seeing like some weird where
what happens if the text message comes
Escher's weird maze kind of thing where I see one little picture here of the stage and another picture here from another camera and another picture until it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's annoying, but it also kind of tells me kind of people that they are. And maybe they're rookies, because I think we've all been there. Right? And to tell you the truth, not most of the people there were very well behaved and were not as obnoxious, but definitely I saw 6 to 7 to 8 different. I mean, the guy in front of me was doing it the whole time too. He was kind enough to eventually, when his kid came up, his actual daughter came up and sang, he moved over to the side and took the video. Totally fine. That doesn't even bother me that much. But when you're putting it up above people's heads, like, yeah, get a better system. Number 6.
Do not leave the auditorium during the music. Wait for a break in the concert to visit the restroom unless you are carrying a screaming child, in which case you should leave as quickly as possible.
So don't leave unless somebody's screaming.
But when I was on stage, I saw someone just kept on walking in and out, and they didn't have a kid. Well, had a kid. But
and some of that you gotta kind of get used to, or whatever. There's definitely going to be talking, and there's going to be flash photography, and there's a cell phone that's going to go off.
Flash photography, flash.
So you got the show must go on. You guys did an awesome job. Just keep going right on, and didn't even, no pun intended, but didn't miss a beat. So let's move on from that, because the last one is something I want to talk about too. That was 6, which we saw people leaving the auditorium. I'll tie this into number 8 too, leaving the auditorium.
Number 7, make sure it's the end of the song before you applaud. Sometimes there are several sections or a slight break in the music. Please wait before clapping. How can you be sure it's over? The conductor will turn toward the audience.
So don't clap until the conductor. Audrey, you were doing this quite a bit. You were conducting, and when the conductor drops her hands and turns to the audience, that means the piece of music is completed. And to tell you the truth, I don't remember if this. I don't think this rule was broken. There was usually a real long pause. People did, I guess, pay attention to that. I think that was by accident. I mean, we knew when the piece was done. There was not much pause between.
We forgot to
silence in between one piece of music.
One time when we were playing the 6th graders, I heard someone clap and there was just a little pause.
Okay. Well, there you go. That rule was broken. Then if you caught it too.
We forgot this.
I don't even know what episode we are on. I quit counting.
I think it's 9.
Could be 9.
No, more than 9. 10.
Do not.
10 sign language.
10 sign language.
Is
10. 1 and then a 0.
this is 10.
Like
Ready?
a 1 and then
All right.
Number 8.
Now
Last
number 8.
one.
This one is probably the most appalling, and I think the reason that I'm really, really annoyed about all of this. So number 8. What
Do
is
not leave as soon as your child's portion of the concert is over. All of the students deserve a full audience for their performances. Please stay until the end to be considerate of the other children and their parents.
So don't leave when your child is done performing. Is the basic thing. Stay for the whole concert. You don't just, again, this goes to my child is better than yours, or more important than yours.
Did this rule get broken?
This rule was blatantly broken by the beer belly dude and the glasses kind of kid wearing. As soon as the chorus was over, he went to the book fair, and he literally said, "Let's go to the book fair." What does that even say?
All rules broken.
All rules were broken. And this was the most blatant one, and the most, by this one particular parent, I think, as far as I could tell, none of the other ones.
You didn't break any rules.
Stretch. But you're there for the whole thing, and we are a community. And, if my child suffers or gets hurt, I do believe that other children are also suffering and going to be hurt. That just because somebody's neighbor is doing it matters if your neighbor is doing well or not well. And that when all your neighbors are not doing well, usually you end up not doing well. And so just like with the kids at school, if all the kids are doing well, all the kids are doing well. And it's when some of those kids aren't doing well or are not given, in this case, not given the same respect. Again, we had a boo. Somebody was booing this family, this kid, and the father didn't say anything. And then to show him, this is how we treat people that we don't know. Basically, we don't know these people, so we don't care. We're gonna go look at crappy books. Because I went there I went to the book fair.
Yeah, I took him around the place. Down
the hall, and I looked at some of the books, and they're not good. It was not a good selection at all. So he chose to not sit through your performance, which was the best because you're 6th grade and you guys actually can play very well. He chose to miss that. Again, he's beer drinking, and he's probably doesn't understand a bit about music. I can almost guarantee you that, because if he did, he would have sat through it. So, my personal opinion is that when you go in here, children making music early on in their lives, it's the best music you will ever hear. Bar none. I'll put that up against Michael Jackson and all that. I would much rather go and sit through hours on end of you guys singing and blowing your horns as fast that you can than any other thing in this world. As far as music is concerned, for sure. So that's my opinion of it all. But all in all, great night. I know it didn't sound that great, but you did awesome. Despite every single rule being broken.
No,
some rules are meant to be broken, some are not.
That's
all right. Audrey, you get to choose the book. Let's close this show.
Read the whole thing.
Well, I'm not going to read the whole thing. That takes too long. Nobody wants to sit and hear me read. They want to sit and hear me rant.
In an old-fashioned way.
In an old-fashioned way? The New York ABCs. In an old-fashioned way. Okay. New York ABCs. Guess what I saw in New York City? An alligator arriving on the A train. A bear breakdancing on the Brooklyn Bridge. They just built that thing 10 years ago.
See.
We don't even know what breakdancing is.
C.
A cat coasting on the cyclone at Coney Island. So where are we?
I'll say the
We
list.
used to take our vacations
D.
to exit the city. D. A dog dropping off a delivery from the deli.
E.
No, get the E. It's my last. It's my name.
E. An elephant enjoying an egg cream on the Empire State Building. Oh, I haven't even heard of such a thing. Look how big this building is. The biggest building I've ever seen was City Hall. Last one. A frog floating on the ferry saying, "Get aboard it. Forget about it." Forget about it. We used to say that when I was a kid. New York ABCs.
I got my name in it, and Emma got her name.
All right, thank you, parents, for listening to the rant. Hopefully, everybody's a much better parent than we were the day before. All right, goodbye.
Bye-bye.